foreign ideas. Some of them have their own agenda, their own group and interests. Some of them even have their own party. Therefore, it is a time for you to have that conversation among yourself to begin to take your future into your own hands in order to achieve the America that the Lord Himself has given to your forefathers, in order to defend and protect the legacy that you have received. A time is coming for the 10th meeting of the 10th. The meeting at the tenth meeting is a time for you to come together. A time that's been prophesied when every side is going to come together and sit around the table to be able to have that conversation about the future of America. That time is coming, and therefore you should begin to prepare for that moment. Because if you don't, then you should be prepared to deal with the consequences of what you have decided by ignoring, by continuing to support a system that continues to take away from you your blessings, to continue to take away the gift that the Lord has already given unto you. This is not a time for you to be afraid because the Lord is with you. The Lord is with you because He said that His angels are here and He will stand. He will oppose everyone that opposes what you are about to do. He will oppose every agency and every system and every government and every person and every individual and every power, every principalities and powers and every authority that is going to oppose you. The Lord is going to oppose them because the Lord has set this moment and this time moving forward. It's a time for you to move America forward, to destroy that spirit of this stagnation, that spirit that has been holding America hostage, holding America from achieving its super greatness, to be able to achieve greater than what you have done. What you have seen is to be compared to the worst and the poorest of our nation, compared to what God has given you. It is a time for you to step up and do something and be able to go out to your leaders to be able to do something. Cast that vote. When you pick up that vote that the Lord has given you, when you make that decision, you say, who is there that is going to defend me? Who is going to protect me? Who is going to protect American interests? Who is going to protect the interests of people around the world? Who is going to protect my interests, my family interests? That is the one that you are going to vote. The Lord is not going to tell you to vote, and the Lord is not going to do anything unless you do something about it yourself. The Lord have assured you His protection when He said, woe unto such man of God or believer who fell in their Christly duty, according to Matthew 23:23. As you have heard in our past readings, how God Himself have prepared you, the young people, the future of this country, and have trusted you and have promised to protect you, that anybody that is involved in any harm against you, that the person will be destroyed by God, and so God will destroy them. The church has been silenced for centuries and millennia and for ages, and have also been implicated in the way they participate, in holding you hostage, holding you in bondage, to be able to enslave your mind for their own selfish gain. For that is not the will of God for you. The Lord says, no, it is time for you to stand up and say that that's not who the Lord. For He has given you the word, He's giving you the power of love, the power of self-discipline. He has given you the power of the word to be able to overcome, to be able to know the truth, to you to be able to discern the truth, that through His Spirit you will be able to remove and be able to remove the sheep from the wolves from among the sheep. There has been many people that they claim to be your leader, whether it's in the church or whether he's in the place of authority or power of the civic government, though they are separate. But that's not the will of the founders of this nation, neither is it the will of God that they are separate, because they are to be able to hold each other accountable, to be able to support and promote each other in different ways, not to support a church, but in a way that each other understand their duty to the people. They are separate, but they are not to be ignorant and are not to be able to say that one side is separate, and one side to continue to go do what they do. We avoid speaking about the things that affect our government, but the poverty that is suffering is making people miserable. We cannot allow that to continue. We should be able to speak to the people for them to understand that they have the right to change their circumstances, and they have that right by participating into helping them understand that the power to vote. And voting is a very important aspect of it, which is why the Lord is asking that everybody, if you are 18 years in this land, this is a time for you to vote. If you don't vote now, vote next year, because you are going to be part of making that decision about your future. If the people know that you hold them accountable by what they say and the promises that they make, then they will be able to be accountable to you. If they know that they are no longer to have a career by staying in the office for 50 years or 30 years, for 40 years, as long as they wish, then they will know that someone holds them accountable. They know that you can impeach them, you can remove them, you can recall them, which many people have done. It's become your tradition, which is not used more often. You should use that more often. You can recall them, you can kick them away, so that they know that somebody is accountable, that this is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. The Lord himself said, "Woe to you, Pharisees, because you give God a tenth of your mint, rule, and all other kinds of garden herbs, but you neglect justice and the love of God. You should have practiced the latter without leaving the former undone." Most leaders of the world and most of our leaders, they make all these promises, they give you a tenth. To them, that when you collect all your taxes and every money that is in America, they take some of it and give you 10% back in whichever form they choose. And they decide to distribute the other 10 among themselves, among the elite, among those that are important, and they leave you out. Now, what do you think is going to happen when there is nobody paying the taxes, because everybody depends on the same few taxpayers? Then what are you going to do? They have taken away the prime of our youth and our children. When they tell you to sit down and take away opportunity for you to grow, for you to use your mind, for you to be able to expand, to create and discover and invent, for you to build and be able to expand the land of the breadth of this land. How will you be able to support that? God did not give you brain for you to lay down and sit down. God gave you brain for you to increase, so that from generation to generation you can continue to expand and increase. For he has given you the power and the authority to dominate this land, dominate every other land the Lord has given man